All right, we'll now move on to worst movies of 1994. The Little Rascals. The Little Rascals.
You know,
Oh my
Nick,
God, I remember that movie.
What a
Fucking
great
alfalfa.
movie. I mean, well, I think it's a terrible movie. Nick loves it. So
yeah, but
everyone, yeah,
yeah,
I
in
mean,
my opinion, that movie's fucking terrible, and I can't stand it.
right.
I
It's just,
mean, I
yeah,
remember watching it a lot, I guess as a kid, not
yeah.
realizing how bad it was until
Same
Oh
later,
here.
yeah.
but
Same here.
Well,
Right.
remember when that little girl like kisses Alfalfa and then his hair like bling spikes up in the back?
Yeah.
Is that like a little kid boner joke?
I believe so. I believe
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
yeah, I would.
Yeah. And
Man,
they're
I'm
fucking,
not into it.
yeah, their little car, the Blur, the
Oh yeah, the
Spanky. The
little
kid's name is
soapbox racer.
Spanky.
Yes, thank you. Yep.
We got a dollar, we got a dollar, we got a dollar, hey, 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 hey. Hey, look, my mom's here. Whoopee.
And then that little shithead is like, "There's my dad," and it's Donald Trump.
Oh no, he calls him.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's like, Dad, I'm gonna be in the race and I'm gonna win. You're the best. Wait, you're the best kid that money can buy.
Donald
that's-
Trump was in that movie?
Yes,
Oh my
briefly.
God. It's starting to pop up now. First Home Alone, now this.
Yeah,
I mean,
now
Yep.
making
yeah.
a big career here. Soon he's gonna make his way to television with The Apprentice. Butch and
Just
William,
awful.
the bad
Yeah,
kids.
stupid.
I mean, it's for kids, obviously, but there's no even when you're
it's for kids and people like Nick. who
yeah,
love
people
it,
like
you
Nick
know.
that love those shitty movies. All right, we will now move on to another terrible movie that I'm chosen for 1994. Blank
Well, they keep
Check.
coming.
Blank Check is a Disney movie where this kid gets hit by this guy backing out of a bank. He's a shyster. He's not a good guy, but this kid's riding his bike. He gets hit by this guy. This guy puts his name. He signs the check, but he doesn't put the amount down on the check, and then he has to leave the premises because the police are showing up. So then this kid just has this blank check that's been signed over, so he can put any amount that he wants on it. He goes on his Macintosh computer, his freshly, made 1994 Macintosh computer, and prints out numbers on the check, and he decides on 100, then he's 1,000, and then he decides on 1,000,000, and he prints $1,000,000, and he brings that check in, and there just so happens to be the exact same time that the manager of this bank, this whole shady organization, what's going on, is expecting a money drop off.
I'll send my guy in tomorrow with a check for
Tomorrow?
$1 million. Yep, tomorrow, just like the old days. You give him the cash, unmarked, send him on his way.
Oh, what a great idea! Use the kid. So he gives the kid the exact amount of money that he's looking for, is $1,000,000. So this kid has $1,000,000 in his backpack. He walks out, and the rest of the movie is him spending it. He like buys a house that's at least, even in '94, would have been around $300,000. He's got like every computer system known to man. He's got a whole wall of TVs. He's got like a swimming pool that's got a slide that connects to the third story of his house. He spent well over $1,000,000. That's all I'm saying. And the weirdest part about this movie is when the kid and his love interest, I'm not getting a love interest, it's like a 27-year-old lady or something like that. I think she's a cop or something. I don't know. But she kisses the kid who's like 12. And he's like, can't wait till you get like 6 years older. And it's
Cool.
really weird. The woman,
Right,
I can't
exactly.
imagine the woman like, what am I doing? What is this scene? Are you kidding me?
You want me to do what now?
Yeah. So like,
I gotta
it,
this kid.
yeah, this kid, he cons her into a date. They end up like hanging out in like the sprinklers or something like that, and like laughing and dancing, and then blank check. Yeah. Next worst movies of '94: Baby's Day Out. Another shitty child's movie
Oh,
where a
yeah.
baby gets kidnapped by
Oh,
these
yeah.
three bumbling criminals who lose the baby, and the baby crawls through the city, and the criminals can't catch the kid. They every time they do, they're close to it, something happens, and they pretty much should be killed. They're like falling off of like buildings and high rises and getting crushed by a gorilla. Baby's Day Out. Another one we've got Beethoven Second. Beethoven Second,
yeah.
the sequel
I
to
mean-
Beethoven. That's a terrible fucking movie. Nothing
Well,
redeeming about
I
it.
don't know. His second symphony, I think, is better than the first, though. So.
That may be the symphony itself, but the movie. not
That's
very
all I
good.
got for that.
There's a song that plays for like the young teenage tween girl. It's so corny.
Then I looked into your eyes and knew today would be a first for me.
cheesy. It made me laugh. It's totally worth checking that scene out just for a good laugh. But other than that, don't watch Beethoven Second. Also, Double Dragon, one of the worst movies of '94.
Oh, Double Dragon. Huh.
Yeah, that movie is
I don't think
also
I ever saw that
terrible.
one either.
The main bad guy is T-1000 with a blonde haircut and a hell of a goatee. Double Dragon, I believe it's set in 2003 in Los Angeles after the Great Quake, which I don't remember happening. And
Wasn't Double Dragon a video game?
yes,
Right?
Oh yeah, Double Dragon
Okay.
was a video game. Yep.
Starting to really pump out the video game movies
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Got a few more here. Leprechaun 2. That's right. Leprechaun 2 has already been made, and it's a year after Leprechaun. And so that's why.
Well, yeah, after
it's just pumping this shit out.
the success of the first one.
Just throw it on the fine Leprechaun 2.
I recall 2 being pretty decent.
Yeah.
Oh wow, a 6% on Rotten Tomatoes though. I might have to
Oh.
rewatch that.